and welcome to the channel for my last game of the French Interregio. We had an exciting last round because we really needed to get a maximum amount of points to get a chance to win the trophy. So we won our four previous rounds, but one of them was really close, the last one. So we knew that we needed to take max point and see what happens after that. I was paired against Highborn elf player Malfourbe that I already played against in the past. He's a good player with solid game plan, so I knew to expect a good game plan from his side and no mistake. My list, you know it already, this was his list. I would say very classic Highborn elf that we saw this year. We have two Sky Sloop, we have the Queen's Guard together with the Master Pyro. Then we have the double Phoenix, also very classic, and in core, that's where we see a little bit of change sometimes. Here we have a big block of Sea Guard, 2 units of Spears, to have some scoring units, total of 4 scoring units. He has then the BSB Queen's Companion that everybody's playing as well with the Queen's Guard, so that goes well together. We have a Griffin character, so that's the third flying model, and the Mage I talked about already. So pretty classic Highborn elf list. We play Divide and Conquer on Spearhead. I felt it's a good matchup for me. I know my range damage is going to hurt him big time. Board control should be mine, so I was feeling good about the matchup. Regarding secondary objective, I need to mention we have again, that's something I've been vocal about in another video. Keep the banner for me is way too easy at the moment, and he won the D6 and he won and he was able to pick keep the banners, which meant he start with automatic the secondary one. I needed to kill the 2 Sky Sloop, so hard to do if he hides. If he doesn't hide, maybe I can get it. That was my thought process. I cannot really commit them without losing the secondary, so I wanted to make something impactful, telling him if you play without it, then you lose a lot of range damage as well. Pass to victory, for me try to attack, and obviously range damage, and for him avoidance. My idea will be to be in control of the match. I have been trying to play more open in some games against Highborn elf in the past, and I have seen that if he has room to operate, especially in my flanks, that could be very dangerous for me, so I don't want to leave him any opportunities, but at the same time play on the primary objective and play on the range damage to get a solid win. Deployment wise, my opponent won the role. He picked the defender, he picked the vanguard in the center, basically to avoid me to get it and be closer to him, which makes a lot of sense. I picked vanguard on the left because of the impassable on the right, so he gave me the impassable, which makes sense as well. And I dropped everything for first turn. I went with blunderbuss here on the left. Here we have the Lugas, on the far left. The 3 Immortals in the middle with all the gunnery team. My war machine is right here. And that was it. I think I vanguard then on the left here with all the units, because we got Spearhead. So I think that's after vanguard. I vanguard all the left flank because of Spearhead, and he went on the opposite, as you can see, which makes sense. I was able to, with the position of my war machine, I wanted to avoid him placing anywhere here on the left a single model that could be annoying. That was also the reason for me to put all the blunderbuss here on the left and the war machine in a way that I can cover everything. So I wanted to force him to box here on the right, which is what he did. So he put everything on the right, and now it will be up to me to try to push towards him, but as you know, my list is not very fast. So my turn 1, I push hard towards him. I get a cage, kill 2 Sea Guards, get fireball, kill 2 Sea Guard, rocket battery, kill another 3 Sea Guards. So basically I'm trying to impact. He put obviously the Sky Sloop far away that I cannot target them. So my idea was to target the Sea Guard to basically make sure that's range damage. So I want to impact his own range damage to avoid him getting too many points from distance. So we got, I forgot to mention, but that's Spear, Queen's Guard, Sea Guard, Fire Phoenix, the other Phoenix is here. And then you have the commander guy on the Griffin, and then we have the 2 Sky Sloop here. So basically, it's going to be quite quick. As you can see, he moves here to the flank, try to come here behind impassable to maybe threaten my backline. Obviously, he push a bit forward. My main idea was also to keep this unit here in this quarter, have a unit in this quarter, and go as fast as possible in this quarter, and avoid him to put anything in this quarter to be secure on the primary. So that's the idea. But as you can see, he forms his battle line. He fails the cage, got a flaming sword, but suffered nothing from the miscast. and that's about it. He shoot a little bit. He exposed this turn one Sky Sloop, but the other one stayed in the back. So I have at least one target this turn. My turn 2, I continue to push. I didn't push that much with the Immortal here. I think we can debate about that. I wanted to stay in cover for the moment and also cover the angle for the Phoenix to avoid him to jump behind here. So I wanted to make sure that I have one unit covering here and the other one stay, move a bit forward, but not that much to stay in cover. And I wanted to get into that cover with the other unit. So yeah, that was the idea, but I know that I will have trouble to reach him in this part of the map because of the ruin, the impassable, his mobility. It will be hard to really reach him as fast as possible, so I know that I have to establish kind of a baseline here to defend and do my range damage and try to push on this flank. That was my idea, but we will see if it was right or not. Magic Phase get a cage, do 2 wounds on the Sky Sloop. I kill him with the Fireball, he dispelled the Pyro Flow. Rocket Battery kill another 2 Sea Guards. He's turn 2. Yeah, I try to move here a bit to the flank, but he has no sweet spot here. And if he wants to come here, I will be able to see him, so that's nice for me. He's out of the range of my Rocket Battery for the moment. And he moved the Sky Sloop all the way to the back. In the Magic Phase, he gets a cage on my Immortal, Pyro Flow. I dispel Flaming Sword, and he failed Hereditary on 2 dice. Shooting, he killed 4 Immortals. Obviously, cage helps, he doesn't need to reroll, and then I fail 4 3-up armor saves, so he gets a lot of wounds. This turn, my turn 3, I go into the ruin, but as you can see I start to suffer some wounds, so I'm into the ruin, I don't move. After that, yeah, I start to push also this unit as well, and here I'm just covering. As you can see, I also suffered some casualties at the beginning, and I covered the angle for the Phoenix. I don't want to allow him in my backline. I move those guys back because they need to stay in that quarter to score, because I'm pushing with the rest. And here I'm pushing max every turn, and I'm marching as fast as I can with the blunderbuss. That's really the idea, to push as much as I can with this unit. But this unit alone here will not be able to push much alone without any solid counter charge. So I know that my push path will be towards the blunderbuss. In the Magic Phase, I kill 2 Sea Guard with the Pyro Flow only. And I kill another 3 with the Fireball. So Fireball did more than the Pyro Flow. Shooting, yeah, did some wounds, but nothing crazy. His turn 3, he moves back with the Phoenix. He moves those guys a bit to threaten me, to tell me if you push too much, be aware of your flanks. And he hides the Sky Sloop behind the Phoenix. Those guys move, all of them move a bit back and to the side and reform to make me far away. So even marching, I take a lot of time to reach him. And I still need to be a bit aware, because he stays in position where he can still threaten me with the Flyers and tell me in a combo charge, for example, the Flyers and the Spear, if I don't reduce them enough, in a combo charge they could break Citadel Guard. So I still need to be a bit aware of that threat. I dispel the cage, he gets Hereditary this time, he gets Flaming Sword on the Queen's Guard, he kills 1 Immortal with the shooting. So I really wanted to protect the Immortal and allow in exchange for that Meladis, which is obviously not optimal, but I have to make some choice and I want to save my points. My turn 4, I push hard. Again, yeah, I just push as much as I can every turn with the blunderbuss, but it takes so much time to reach him. I think I have shots with this unit this turn, so that's a good start, but I don't get any NAFTA shot. I move this unit a bit forward. I think I'm still too far for the NAFTA, I would say. Looks more than 12. And this unit stays here to cover. This unit start to push to be able to move the character if I need to. And that's about it. In the Magic Phase, I get a cage. I got something else. I failed the Fireball, failed the Pyro Flow, so nothing crazy. And the Blunderbuss, I only kill 1 of the Spear guy. He uses 1 token of Meladis, but I did only 3 wounds with 21 shots on 5s and 2s. Only 3 wounds total, which is not that great, but that's how it is. His turn 4, he turns around, move away. So yeah, as I said, I'm not that fast. So this takes time. I also shot with this guy into those guys to make the charge a bit harder for them to reach and so on. But here, yeah, he's just positioned as threat with some unit, some flying unit. Just look at me and threaten me a little bit in case I attempt something too crazy. But like I said, I try to push as hard as I can. I dispel the cage in Magic, he get Hereditary and the Sisters. Despite no cage, he managed to kill 3 Immortal, which is obviously a bit too much to my taste, because yeah, he's on 4+, rerolling 2 wounds, and then I have 3+ armor save, so I didn't expect 3 wounds, and I'm starting to bleed with the Immortals. I have only 2 wounds, a couple of wounds left, and there is still 2 turns to play. My turn 5, I try to exit my Immortal. I have like 3-4 models left. I move the character into the other unit inside the ring, but I cannot really hide. I mean, he's shooting 30 inch away. I have a height 3 model in the unit, so he sees me no matter what. I continue to push as hard as I can with the blunderbuss, starting to reach him, but it's turn 5, so as you can see I will only have charge option on turn 6, and that's all. So yeah, I'm way too slow to reach him. In the magic phase, get a cage on the Sea Guard, get fireball. Rocket battery also kills some Sea Guards, so I am trying to take the Sea Guards point because they're worth a lot of points, and I put a lot of investment in terms of range damage into them, so I'm trying to get those points. I'm also shooting with the blunderbuss, I think, so yeah, I tried as much as I can. He's turn 5, he gave away the remaining Sea Guards. Those guys are far away, just turning around to have maybe some potential interesting opportunities with multiple charge, depending what happens. He has a couple of models looking here in the middle, and doesn't take any unnecessary risk. With the movement of the cage, he loses 1 Sea Guard. Dispel his cage, he gets a flaming sword on 2 dice on the sisters, which was annoying obviously to shoot at my Immortal, and he killed all Immortal on his turn 5, which leaves him a turn 6 to finish the War Machine. So annoying, I'm giving away points. My turn, I didn't charge because of the flee moves, potentially, where he could catch me with multiple units afterwards, so I just stay where I am, but I put a lot of units in shooting range. As you can see, I have plenty of shooting here as well to make the choices I want to get as much points as possible. The idea would be with the War Machine to get rid of the Sea Guard and then shoot with the 40+ blunderbuss into the spear guy to try to take them. That will be my goal. Magic phase, I kill 3 spear guy with a pyro flow, dragon roar. I kill the little guys together with a rocket battery, so those guys are not here anymore. And then rocket battery, blunderbuss, I take half point of the guys in the back, but I'm not able to finish them. And he's 6, nothing happens. So basically I kill 1 sky sloop, the Sea Guard, half the spear, which is 845, and he takes Immortal. He killed my Nafta thrower in 1 turn, the last turn, which gives him 505 points. I take Divide and Conquer, and he takes the secondary because I was unable to kill the 2 sky sloop. I kill only 1, which makes it a 13-7. Yeah, he won the precious point with the first roll. Obviously, if I would have won it, I would have started the game at 14, we could say. So I think what was an important roll. After that, he tried to minimize the defeat, took no risk. He has no good potential in this game if I'm cautious. I chose to cut any opportunities for him and secure a solid win. Maybe I didn't push enough at some point, I don't know. Like I told you, the blunderbuss, they just march 6 turns in a row, but they are so slow that's hard to catch anything. And maybe I turned a bit too late, a round too late with Immortal. I didn't knew that they would bleed that fast. I had a bit of luck at a key point in the game, and then I wasn't able to save those points. But I would say it's hard to protect them. I think the best protection is inside hard cover, which I did. And after that, I mean, you can shoot 30 inch away, so doesn't matter if I go out, I will just have no cover. But it was, I think, crazy to realize that without any magic, it's just the shooting from a little bit of Sea Guard, but yeah, just the sisters, I think, more or less. And the character, he was able to take a full unit of Immortal inside hard cover with resistance to flaming. That was and a 3-up armor save. So that was quite kind of impressive for his range damage. He didn't have much shooting at 1 turn with the Sky Sloop and some Sea Guard shot, but not that much because I really was very aggressive on them. So actually with that range damage, I didn't expect to lose this full unit, but it still happened despite the cover. Anyway, the turn went quite good, but we didn't manage to cap. We got 75 points. So as you can see, we got 2 draws, my 13, a 7, and then we have Andy. That was the difference together with Dimitri. They got 20 and 15, which makes us get a big win. And we got 75 to 45, which at the end I will do the conclusion now because I will not record the video just for that. But yeah, it was enough to win the ball, which is here in the background behind me. It's a huge trophy. It's an amazing trophy. I will try to show you. Wait a second. But yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's a big trophy, as you can see. It's bigger than my face, so it's a huge trophy, very nice looking, historic trophy as well. More than 10 years experience. It started in 2007, so almost 20 years. But yeah, it's great to have it at my place for 1 year now, and I'm happy to show it in the background. It's very nice trophy to have. What happened? It was very close towards the end. We were behind the team that we beat, the team that won last year. We beat them in the round, but they climbed above us due to other rounds, other points that they made. But we were able this time to get more painting point than them and to go same amount of point with the painting point, and then basically it was up to the organizer and the head judge to decide what will be the tiebreaker, because the tiebreaker was not written in the rule pack. And they elected for us because we won our 5th round and we won against them. I think that was the main tiebreaker. Tiebreaker was the fact that we won the round against them. So we avoid another year like last year where we went second. We just because of the painting point, but despite beating them last year already, we still went second with 5 wins. So it was still not enough. So we avoid a repeat of this scenario, and this year we were able to win it. So yeah, great result for us. Very happy about that. Regarding my games, as you saw, I mean, I was already not so excited to play this list anymore. I think it's a good ETC list, let's be honest. It's a good ETC list. It's a list that's useful, annoying for the opponent. So I think on ETC level it's great. I would have liked to bring something different at Interregio, but for a couple of reasons I couldn't. First of all was painting. I really wanted to improve the unit that I had. And therefore I made a focus on improving what I had. That's the first reason. Second reason, I didn't really knew what kind of other type of list in Infernal Dwarves I could bring. I'm really feeling at the moment that all 8-1 units are just better than the comparison, the other type of unit that you could have. For example, Troke Anointed, Kadim and so on are just worse for the points. So I wasn't feeling anything could really compete with that, so I still wanted to bring a strong list to try to win the tournament. So that's the second reason. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit annoyed because it's not what I like the most about Infernal Dwarves book. What I like is the mix between monsters, a bigger unit, and also some smaller unit. But definitely the unit that I like in the book are more Truck Anointed, the Bulls, the Kadims, than Immortals and the full infantry and war machines. So I'm really hoping for the balance update to bring those units back, to make them competitive again, because I think at the moment they are not competitive in comparison with 8-1 that we see in every list. So I think Infernal Dwarves is typically a type of book where you have a strong list, a good list at the moment, but there aren't many of those lists that are working well. So if you go far away from this classic list, yeah, it's not that interesting, I think. It's not that good, basically. So we are looking forward to see what they do with internal balance, improvement of internal balance in the yearly update that's coming soon. So really excited by that. Other than that, I like at least the fact that I was able to play the ultimate version with the full blunderbussing core. I think it's better than the version with vassal levies. I liked it better. The full dwarf concept, I think it was good. It suffered a bit. I'm seeing also this type of playstyle will suffer much more with the new season pack. I think it's not that good in the season pack 2 as it was in season pack 1. Mainly due to the fact that the new primary objective require more mobile scoring unit and more ability to move forward and take the map. So I think that's a key change where it will lead to new type of lists where you need more dynamic, more mobile scoring units in your list, and something that this list doesn't do well. So yeah, I think that's, generally speaking, I think defensive lists like this one, which is a good line, they will suffer on the new primaries objective, and therefore I wouldn't expect this type of playstyle to stand on a long-term basis, even if it stays like it is. And that being said, I'm really expecting nerfs on things like Immortal, which will make this type of list obsolete and not good anymore. Not able to play anymore, at least not on the same basis. Anyway, guys, talked enough about the tournament, the list. I hope you liked the series of battle report. I've had 2 interesting games. The first one, 2 times against Highborn, one time Highborn Elves, the other one against Orc and Gremlin. I think those 2 games were very interesting. to play and to analyze, but as you see, for my list to bring interesting game, it requires an opponent that is willing to engage, basically, because I have defensive list with low projection ability. So those 2 games were interesting, the remaining 3 not so interesting actually. And also for me, for the battle report, not so interesting for you to follow. So yeah, like I said, looking forward to see what's coming with balance update. I'm hoping to be able to play another type of Infernal Dwarves list that I like more, with faster unit in the special category. I think that's my main goal. So looking forward to see what they do. I hope they make it possible, make it more competitive to bring more balance for the book. And I think that's definitely achievable. If you are interested about that topic, I released a video a couple of months ago about the stand, or the current state of the internal balance of the Infernal Dwarves book. So there, in this video, I release my views, if you haven't seen it yet. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video, this series of battle report. Thanks as well for those of you who gives a short comment or like. It's always makes me happy to see some feedback and be able to discuss some points, always interesting. Take care and talk to you soon on the channel. Goodbye.